Hey guys, a very good morning and welcome to a new daily market outlook session for the 20th of May 2021. Today's session is going to be all about the DXY bullishness that we've been seeing since yesterday's New York session and what the major currency pairs alongside gold are going to be doing next. So to begin with, the DXY. So the DXY gave us a beautiful bullish engulfing candle yesterday at around 9 AM in the morning. And as we can see, once that bullish engulfing candle occurred, we started impulsing very strongly up towards the upside. So what is next for the DXY? Well, I am expecting more upside and I am expecting at least that third trendline touch of the upper trendline of this descending wedge. So if we just quickly dive into the 1 hour time frame, what can we then see? Well, we can see that we're currently situated within this uptrend. So if I just draw in this trend line, what is next? Well, as we can see over here, if I just draw in this fib and draw in some simple support and resistance, we can then see is that that first rejection over here came from this previous area of support, and now we are in an uptrend because we broke this previous area of resistance. So we created a new higher high above this high, and we are now in a 1 hour uptrend. So we have a low, a higher low, a high, and a higher high, and now we're expecting a new higher low to be formed before then once again impulsing back towards the upside. So what I furthermore really like about this fib is that the minus 27 level aligns perfectly with the third trendline touch of this upper trendline of the descending wedge, and therefore I am expecting further dollar bullishness for the rest of the day. So yep, just going to be waiting for the dollar to push back up higher in towards that third trendline touch, and from there onwards I will be looking what to do next. I will most likely update you guys through our Telegram, which can be found in the link in our bio. So yeah, that's the DXY. Let's head over to Aussie dollar. And Aussie dollar is moving beautifully back towards the upside after it broke out of this ascending channel. So one thing I mentioned, or one thing I forgot to mention during yesterday's video, was that we were at this area of resistance, which is also an area of liquidity. But the most important thing that I forgot to mention was that we had this ascending wedge with our 1, our 2, and our third trendline touch. So once we made that third trendline touch, as we can see, we just absolutely tanked towards the downside. So what am I currently waiting for on Aussie dollar? Well, as we can see, with the DXY expected to move higher, we are also expecting Aussie dollar to move back down lower, since we do expect the DXY to become stronger. So if we just quickly look at what the 1 hour is doing at the moment, we can see that we're just beautifully retracing back towards the upside. So as you guys know, we have this area of liquidity and support and resistance up above here, just above the 618. So I am anticipating either Aussie dollar to move back up towards that 618 Fibonacci, from there fall further towards the downside. The other option would be that we fake out on this swing high, on the 1 hour swing high over here at 0.77632, and from there start moving towards the downside. So we created a new lower low in comparison to this low over here, right? So this new lower low in comparison to this low. And once we broke this low, we switched from that uptrend on the 1 hour, right? So low, a high, a low, a higher high. And this was the higher low in comparison to this low. So once this lower low was created over here, we went from that uptrend on the 1 hour back into a downtrend on the 1 hour. So for now, only looking for shorts, not interested in any longs at all, especially with the DXY expected to move further bullish. So yeah, that is Aussie dollar. Let's head over to Euro dollar. So Euro dollar broke and reversed from the ascending wedge third trendline touch, and from my reversal area, and from the minus 27 level with absolute perfection. So yeah, really happy with what happened on Euro dollar. As you can currently see, we're currently rejecting this area of support. However, I do expect Euro dollar to push down further towards the downside. So just quickly diving into the 1 hour, I myself had a nice short from around over here. So I just quickly draw on this fib to show you guys. I entered around the 618 up here. Once I saw that the 1 hour created a new lower low in comparison to this previous low up here. So from that moment onwards, when I knew Euro dollar was in a downtrend, I was looking for shorts on the retracement back towards the upside. So yeah, around the 618 I shorted euro dollar back towards the downside towards that -27 level, and as you guys can see, we hit it to perfection. So yeah, beautiful euro dollar setup that you could take or could have taken yesterday. And yeah, what am I expecting for now? Well, I am expecting further downside with a nice push back towards the third trendline touch of the lower trendline of the overall ascending wedge. So yeah, that is euro dollar. Let's head over to pound dollar. And pound dollar, as anticipated, started crashing towards the downside after the third trendline touch of the ascending wedge over here. So what is next for pound dollar? Well, we're really dependent on how we react to this third trendline touch of the lower trendline of the ascending wedge. So we need to break that trendline. So essentially what we need is to break also this low over here, because once that low is broken, we will be in a downtrend on the 1 hour. And from there onwards, we can start looking for some shorts on pound dollar to crash further towards the downside. This move will be accelerated once we break this major low as well over here, and we will start crashing back towards this area of liquidity over here at around 1.39. So no longs on pound dollar, only until we break this high up above over here. So yeah, that is pound dollar for you. Let's head over to Kiwi dollar. And Kiwi dollar also crashed beautifully towards the downside once we reach that third trendline touch of this ascending wedge. So at the moment, I'm just expecting Kiwi dollar to retrace back towards the upside. We broke this low, so essentially we are in a downtrend. However, at the end of the day, we still need to break this low over here, and we need to break out of this overall ascending channel. So we have the 1 and the 2, and we have the 1, the 2, and yeah, potential third trendline touch if I just adjust this trendline slightly. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kiwi dollar were to move back towards the upside, because the ascending channel, as we can see over here on the 4 hour, hasn't matured yet. So for it to mature, we either need to see a fake out on the high or that third trendline touch. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Kiwi dollar were to move back towards the upside. However, of course, with the DXY bullishness, I am expecting further shorts. So yeah, Kiwi dollar is a bit of a tricky one over here at the moment. So I want to see what the intraday time frame is going to be doing for the rest of today. So with Kiwi dollar discussed, let's head over to our last pair, which is gold. And yeah, I've had a hard time analyzing gold, mainly due to the fact of the overextended nature of gold. As you can see at the moment, we are situated at resistance, so I am waiting for further downside on gold. If we go to look at the daily time frame, we can see that we had quite the impulse towards the upside. We haven't seen a real healthy retracement, to be honest. This over here wasn't a real retracement. If you just look at gold in general, you can just see and view this as an overall impulse. So with the DXY bullishness coming, I do expect gold to push down lower to make a nice retracement, grab some more liquidity to then move back towards the upside. And the first area of interest where I want to see gold pull back to is over here at around 1840. So yeah, how would that look like on the lower time frame? Well, essentially what we would need to see is, if we just adjust a trend line to the 1 hour, is at least a break of this 1 hour trend line, break of this low over here, and essentially also a break of this low over here. But at the end of the day, something like this would be nice. So yeah, no longs on the board for me on gold yet, mainly due to the fact of the overextended nature. So yeah, that was all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I can't wait to see you all in tomorrow's daily market outlook. Thanks, guys.